What is up and welcome back everybody. This is your beloved host Like Crypto and you're watching the Crypto Airdrops monthly breakdown for February 2025. Now let's get started out with some macro stuff before we go into the actual airdrop list. So the markets are looking kind of red right now, but I would argue that the overall sentiment is more bullish now than it was in January because people were telling me that the end of the bull cycle would be on midway February to March. A lot of those people have changed their predictions further on to March to April. Some people are talking about like summer. Some people like Murad are referring to Q4 of this year, which is crazy to me, but it could happen. And people like Arthur Hayes have said that Bitcoin could go to 250K, which sounds totally nuts, and I don't actually believe it will be happening, but I guess it could. Now, there's also three other very bullish things which haven't happened yet in terms of US legislation, which could definitely pump up a lot of crypto tokens. Number one is these ETF filings. Now that the SEC has kind of changed, become more crypto friendly, a lot of these SEC filings could basically pass by. There's Litecoin, Solana, XRP, Doge, a lot of coins which are trying to launch their own ETFs. This could be actually having a very bullish momentum for these specific coins. But then again, Ethereum's ETF really didn't move the price at all. So it was a non-event. For Bitcoin, it was actually a good thing, but Ethereum didn't benefit from it. So I'm kind of like overly bearish on these ETFs, but we have so little sample data so far. So in case the new ones are going to do well, then it could be a positive. If they're not, then it's going to be pretty bad for the long term. Now, the other thing is this speculated basket of assets by the US government. And this is likely going to be including a lot of American-based assets. That is Bitcoin, that is Solana, XRP. Those are probably the most confirmed three assets. And then it gets into more speculative nature like SUI, HBAR, Algo, Litecoin could be potentially on that list. So that's another very bullish thing, and it's going to be looking good for crypto now that the US government has their own investment basket. Then there is the tax cut for buying American crypto coins. That is SUI, that is Solana, that is XRP. This could be a massive bull run for these coins, which are American-based, and we're going to be enjoying that tax deduction or the tax benefit versus other assets like Bitcoin or Ethereum, for example. So this could be a very, very good catalyst for Ultron. Now, how does everything obviously trickle down into airdrops? Now, obviously, that means that the cycle is going to be lasting longer and the projects have more time to do farming. And I think a lot of them are going to be postponing and maybe even launching during the bear market. They don't really seem to understand the markets in a macro sense. They are kind of launching when they are ready, even though they should launch now if they really wanted to make the most amount of money, because launching an airdrop on bear market just hasn't really done really that well historically. That's just my 2 cents. Now, in terms of like what are something that you can still farm? What are the top farming things? And we kind of went into this on the yearly video. But just to recap, we have still Polymarket. We have OpenSea version 2, which is now available to a lot of people who own the Genesis token. And I think it's soon public already. And so those two, and then we have Monad, Eclipse, and Abstract. Abstract had a bit of a rough launch, so I don't know if I'm going to be so more bullish on Abstract, to be honest. But Monad and Eclipse are definitely going to be tier 1 airdrops alongside with OpenSea and Medera and Polymarket. And then everything else beyond those are mostly LSTs and some bit more lower chip projects, which are likely not going to print. Hyperliquid Season 2 could be a big winner, but we will see. Now let's get into the drops we're going to be talking about here today, starting off with a sponsored segment by Eclipse Cat Business. So we're going to be handing out 20 whitelists for this NFT sale, which is going to be taking place on February 7th on the Scope NFT Launchpad, which is basically de facto NFT marketplace under Eclipse right now. So they're going to be officially hosted there, and we're going to be giving 20 of these whitelists. All you have to do is subscribe to this channel and leave your Eclipse address down below in the comments section. And the 21st people who are subscribed to the channel and post their addresses are going to be selected for this whitelist sale. The price is going to be at 0.01. Purchasing obviously throughout the whitelist is giving you an opportunity versus those people who are going to be buying the public sale. And obviously it will give you traffic under the Eclipse blockchain. So whatever you're going to be buying it and selling it right after or holding it, these types of transactions are going to be playing into your overall volume on the chain, which is going to matter a lot. So I'm 100% sure that Eclipse activity, on the Scope NFT is going to be really, really important on Eclipse. And they are also going to be launching out their own token, which is known as CAT. So basically by staking your NFT, you are going to be getting these CAT tokens as passive rewards. So you can basically hold them for a long term and just, basically speculate on the token. These token launches for a lot of NFTs are obviously currently a big meta. That's what I'm focusing on a lot right now. It's really hard to navigate and make good gains on, but nonetheless, really, really good strategy for a lot of people who especially get early. So this is one of those opportunities. You get to buy at the floor, and it has a collection of 3,150 NFTs. And basically, if you want to enter, I'm going to leave out, obviously, the website link here, and on the February 7th they are going to be launching out the NFT, and the whitelist sale is going to be going for 24 hours, so there's plenty of time to actually get in and buy the NFT. And then we have another very time-sensitive airdrop. This is by XRP Name Service. They have planned that they are going to be airdropping in February. So register your domain right now. One domain is going to be costing you 5 XRP only. If you're going to be taking 2 years, that is going to be 10, 3, 15. So 5 XRP each year. The more you are going to be spending, more years you take, likely is going to be having a higher impact on your actual airdrop. There's also these premium domains that you can buy, and I think these are like 3-letter things, and these are going to be costing you a lot more, but they are likely going to be getting you a lot more higher allocation on these drops. Historically, name service drops tend to be okay. They're not millions, but let's say you spend 5 XRP and then you get a 20 XRP airdrop. That is going to be pretty big in case XRP is going to be going $10 this cycle, which I'm starting to believe with everything that is going on with SEC, with the ETFs, and this basket. XRP has an immense momentum going on right now, and I don't think it's crazy to say that it will over-topple Ethereum this cycle, or Solana will. Maybe they both will, because there's so much momentum going on XRP right now, and everything on XRP's ecosystem is going to be pumping, including their token, which is going to be launching on February. According to a lot of the feeds that they've been talking about, there is going to be a snapshot very, very soon. So on 28th, they said not yet, and I expect that this is going to be happening very soon. So as I said, very time sensitive, guys. You definitely want to get it on this week. Just get Zoom, or aka Zaman wallet, on mobile and log in and buy out a one domain. 5 XRP is a low investment for a pretty good airdrop. But let's get started. Let's get moved on. Then we have Humanity Protocol. We have talked about this. They had previous campaigns in the past. They have Galx campaigns. Now they have added out like social media thing with RWAs and not RWAs, RWT and referrals, and there's some type of a Palm invite system. I don't know exactly what that is. There is a bridging tool also available, and faucet. So there's many ways to interact with Humanity Protocol right now, and I recommend doing a lot of that stuff. And this one has a $1 billion valuation already. So they have raised an insane amount of money, and I have kind of maybe faded out Humanity Protocol too much. So now it's time to kind of catch up with this protocol and also kind of do some Galx quests if some of those are available as of right now. And it's all free. Moving on, we have the Kuroro airdrop. We have talked about this for months. We have talked about their multiple phases, and right now is not too time to get off from this train. We have dedicated so much time into their Telegram app and the game on their website, and now there's like this pre-registration for the Wilds Alpha. And there's going to be daily giveaways, and I believe also they're going to be giving out NFTs, which are on Arbitrum. So real rewards, top of the tokens. Those NFTs are, by the way, liquid. So I have sold and flipped those myself. And once again, no investment really required in order to participate on this quest. Then we have another extension airdrop. A lot of these going on actually right now. Maybe need to do a full video, but this one is an AI based. A lot of the other ones seem to be bandwidth. And these are collecting data, and sometimes they might be very malicious guys. So I'm just like recommending that if you're installing anything, put it on a burner computer, a burner browser, just to be safe with it. And it's just something you run, and it has a couple of extra tasks here, like finding your Telegram, email, X account, Near Wallet, OG Wallet, and BNB Wallet. And then there's obviously inviting system on also. But actually, when we look at like Grass and we look at the other one, which NodePay, I think they were pretty well paying airdrops. So these have been pretty good investments, and they are so low effort. So technically, I would really emphasize farming these as well, even though there is some of that security risk involved, but there's always ways to do it in a secure way. Then we have a new social platform called DSCVR. And, you know, I've seen a lot of these. I'm not really super bullish on like social media platforms in general because they have not done well, but you can always get the airdrop and dump it immediately. And that's definitely what I'm going to be doing out with this thing. And hey, you can show your referral links here and promote other projects. So these types of platforms are not like super bad when you think about it. So you can post here and you can trade. This is going to be a Solana based one. And there's like a couple of different ways. There's like a daily loot boxes which you can open. You have to link in your Solana wallet, and that can be used to basically open out different things. And if you're like a Solana maxi, this is definitely going to be something you definitely want to participate on. Moving on, we have Azura. And Azura is one of these Solana DEX things. A lot of people are talking about it recently. It comes out on a lot of these referral feeds where I follow. So you can spot trade, you can swap, you can buy crypto. There's also some type of a referral program going on here. So you will get Azurite rewards by bringing people in. And by bringing more people in, I guess, you're going to be getting more discounts and more tiers on the boost levels. And there's a lot of things actually going on Solana right now, so we might have to do like a whole new episode. So Solana is getting a lot of momentum again, not just because of the meme coins and the AI agents. There's just a lot of things going on in terms of airdrops. We got Meteor, we got Azura, we got Perennial, we got a lot of these stablecoin DeFi things and a lot of DeFi stuff going on Solana. So what I said earlier on the video is obviously that seems a lot of the momentum is on Solana's side versus the EVM stuff, in my opinion. And while Solana drops are not as strong, in my opinion, in terms of the rewards and the overall hold for long term, but in terms of short term, they're definitely a lot better. And the platform doesn't seem like too half bad, actually. So, but let's move on. Then we have another Solana thing called Stabel. Instead of like trading on Orca or on Jupe, now the Jupe airdrop is obviously over. We should do trading on Stabel instead. You get points from swapping, providing liquidity, being a booster, referral, and some bonus stuff. And just do many transactions as possible. Do swaps, and each transaction you're going to be doing here is going to be getting you more money. So, more points. So this is also another one that could be performing really well. And I don't think it's like super competitive in terms of many users on it. I mean, there are some, but it's not as farmed as some of the other ones on Solana. So this is another one that I would trade on right now because the other platforms are not going to be getting you any intrinsic value as of right now by trading there. Because Phantom is cucking out on actually committing into an airdrop. Then we have another thing called Nova. And Nova is a trading bot on Solana. So people who are trading meme coins on Solana, you definitely want to use Nova because Nova can like do these MEV transactions and actually like make the transactions execute when everybody else are failing to execute their transactions. So it's a trading bot which are going to be doing an airdrop and obviously gives you an edge on trading because you can snipe and doing all these things. It's not very hard to use. And creating a bot will create you an actual wallet for yourself and everything. You get your private key. And it's a very good process in my opinion. So we have to, as a community, get more into these trading bots because that's how you kind of win and get ahead of the market, get ahead of the curve. And then lastly, we have another Solana project called Kuma Finance. And the reason why I decided to feature this is because some people obviously also have, and there's some good lockup plans for USDC yield. So you lock up your USDC for 3 months and you're going to be getting 30% to 15% yield for it. And you're going to be getting Kuma points on well. And the idea here is that, though the catch is that it's KYC based. So I see that there are a lot of these KYC required airdrops that are coming recently. Kinto is another one, Haven one, Quay. And when there's a requirement of KYC to do the airdrop or get the airdrop, it can actually pump up the valuation really good because it fights against Stabels and poor people who are going to be cheating anyways. So the KYC, I mean, some people don't like doing it, but I mean, if you have done it already elsewhere, you might as well do it here too, because your IDs are probably already on the black market after a while. So, and obviously you can always change your name and passport. But fundamentally, I think these KYC only airdrops actually might print really well, just because it's going to be limiting how many users are going to be participating on the drop itself. So that's the benefit of Kuma, in my opinion. And then lastly, obviously, check out the Airdrop Recon Ops for a lot of different updates and Airdrop, you know, claim links and all that type of stuff. It's kind of more like a recap channel now. And obviously there's new stuff obviously there, which are not included on these videos. So make sure you're going to be always subscribing there as well for the latest intel. That basically has it here for February. We are definitely going to be doing an extra episode very soon because I didn't get to feature absolutely everything that's going on right now. There's a lot of things going on right now. A bit more lower tier airdrops, but a lot of things that are free to do. So not a lot of that liquidity based stuff is going on. That's a very like a minority thing. But hey, subscribe to the channel and remember to enter the contest, and I will be seeing you in the next video when we'll be dropping out.